Ladies, I am here tonight on the show. And tonight on the show, man, I am here. We are here to talk about everything, man. The NFL, what a game between the freaking Chargers and the Chiefs. Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen, what a game, man. Freaking at the end of like a boxing fight, right? Freaking Justin Herbert, I think he broke his ribs or something, man. It was weird. That last play, he kind of throws the ball like almost like giving up. He couldn't run. It seemed like he had about a few, 5-10 yards he could have run maybe, and he just couldn't. He just sort of gave up, and then he threw that big freaking big pass after that. It was like 50-yard pass. Like what the hell, man? I thought he was hurt. Jesus Christ, man, what a game. You had freaking Darwin James, spine-busting, Travis Kelce on some freaking WWE type shit. Triple H, the chief content officer of WWE, is going to have to be on the phone tomorrow. Man, Jesus Christ, man, what a fucking move right there by fucking Darwin James. What a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Williams, man, he stepped up. Keenan Allen did not play in this game. He has a hamstring injury. Keenan Allen had a fantastic game. 8 catches, 113 yards. He also had a touchdown. He stepped up huge for the absence of Keenan Allen, man. Jesus Christ. Quiet Edwards-Helaire played, he did pretty damn good, too. They don't run the ball that much, though. I wish, especially the Chargers, man, I wish they would have run the ball more. But, man, what a hell of a game, man. What a hell of a game. And now we need to find out about Justin Herbert's injury, man. Is it broken ribs? He's going to have at least 10 days to recover, but it could even take a little bit longer. It's too early in the year, so they might have to set him off for a few weeks. We'll see what happens. That's a huge situation, man. Justin Herbert, man, hopefully he's okay, man. Hopefully he's okay, man. The interception, right? Freaking, Gerald Everett, who was the other guy that didn't really have to step in tonight in the absence of Keenan Allen. He's pretty much to be like the number 3 guy. Today with Mike Williams having to be the number 1 guy, he had to step up and be the number 2 guy, and he was getting tired there at the end. And a lot of people are saying that freaking he was asking if you go like this, that means you're tired and the coach needs to take you out. And he was doing that, but the coach didn't listen because they were running no huddle offense, fast tempo, and that's why the ball got intercepted. He couldn't get there on time, and that pick six, man. That was the huge difference in this ball game. To me, it wasn't necessarily just Justin Herbert's rib injury. It was more that freaking pick six, man. And freaking Jesus Christ, man. Brandon Staley didn't take Gerald Everett out when he told him he was tired. He kept him in the game to continue doing no huddle. And he couldn't get there on time. The damn ball got intercepted, man. Pendejo face, man. That pretty much cost him the damn game, man. There was also an interception by Asante Samuels Jr. I thought that was an interception. No question in my mind. They called it back. I'm like, what? How the hell did you? Patrick Mahomes, I think he threw back-to-back interceptions. One was called back for a flag. The other one was called back because at the end apparently it touched the grass, and Asante Samuel Jr. didn't secure the ball. I'm like, really, Patrick Mahomes? They're taking good care of this guy or these damn referees tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But what a damn game, ladies and gentlemen. What a damn game here tonight, man. I love some NFL, man. Jesus Christ, man. But let's look at more stats here real quick. Like I said, I wish they would have ran the freaking ball a little bit more. The Chargers, they fucking threw it 48 times and only ran it 24. Eckler, he got 14 touches, 130, only 39 yards for Eckler, man. I wish he would have gotten a little bit more touches than that, especially at the end there, right, where you have Justin Herbert dealing with possibly broken ribs. Man, Jesus Christ. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception for Justin Herbert. Threw for 334 yards. Mike Williams, 8 catches, 113 yards, 1 touchdown. Gary Edwards, 6 catches, 71 yards. Patrick Mahomes, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. Should have 1 interception at least, in my mind. That freaking Asante Samuel Jr. interception. Freaking Travis Kelce led the way with 5 catches, 51 yards. Clyde Edwards-Helaire led the way with 74 yards rushing. But damn, man. So many... I think the Chargers low-key got screwed here by the referees on that Asante Samuel's interception. And then at the end there, pendejo face. I think Brandon Staley, man. Take that guy out if he's tired. Jesus Christ, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on with some other news. Great game by the Chargers, great game by the Chiefs on Thursday Night Football. Let's move over here with some more NFL news. Here on a Thursday. So it's officially Jamal Adams is out for the season with a torn quad. Terrible news, man. Jamal Adams safety out of Seattle, entering on Monday Night Football versus the Denver Broncos. Jamal Adams is gonna have surgery. He's out for the season. And the Broncos actually signed a 62. Anthony Harris went to the Broncos. But let's see here. Let's see here more stuff on the NFL. Excuse me. Oh, I'm a professional. Charger center Corey Linsley had a knee injury and is questionable to return. All right, so I don't know if he returned. I guess he. So he got freaking hurt. Giants first round pick Kayvon Thibodeaux is really confident is making his NFL debut Sunday versus the Panthers. Remember, he got hurt in the preseason. I believe it was the Bengals. I believe it was actually Randy Moss's son, Titus Moss, who hurt him. So it looks like he's going to be ready to go for week 2, man. Cornerback J.C. Jackson, he ended up playing. He was questionable. He ended up playing. They're saying after missing his second straight practice today, ankle, running back Andre Swift tells ESPN, "I'm all right." Swift says he'll most definitely be ready to go for week 2 versus Washington. So he had a great game on week 1 versus the Eagles. DeAndre Swift getting ready for game 2, man. Wide receiver from the Colts, Michael Pittman, went from limited participant at practice Wednesday to not practicing today. Jesus Christ, man. The Colts don't even have a lot of weapons, man. That's the last thing they need now to lose one of them in Michael Pittman. No practice for Mike Evans and no practice for Alvin Kamara. Let's see here. TJ Watt officially placed on the injured reserve list, meaning he's out at least for a month. TJ Watt could have been a lot worse though. Steelers are signing linebacker David Anihi to their 53-man roster to replace TJ Watt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for the NFL. Let's move over to the National Basketball Association. And now here we got some more news on the freaking. I think I have to sit down. I think I got Italian diarrhea coming up. Excuse me. Najee. So here it is. Hopefully you guys can still see me. This is not a beauty show, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't see my face, who cares? This is more about. I care about the audio. Anyways, as you can see, look at my hair. Anyways, the Phoenix Suns. Majority owner Jam Nashif, who owns the second largest stake in the team behind majority owner Robert Server, just released a statement. "I am calling for the reinstation of Robert Server." So pretty much, she wants Robert Server to step down as owner of the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, man, I hope that's the case, man, because it's fucking bullshit, man. Donald Sterling had to leave. They should do the same thing with Robert Server. You saw Chris Paul, LeBron James, among others, not happy that he's only going to be suspended for 1 year. I think it's the right thing to do for Robert Server to quit and step down as the Phoenix Suns owner, man, if you ask me. Let's see here. More stuff. Jeff Hornacek is back in the NBA. I believe he coached the Portland Trailblazers a few years ago. Now he will be an assistant for the Utah Jazz for head coach Will Hardy. All right. Let's see here, more stuff. Phoenix Suns Vice President and majority owner Sam Gardner has been appointed the interim governor of the team during majority owner Robert Server's 1 year suspension. All right, so Sam Garvin will be the governor, the one running the team for this 1 year. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. More NFL. Okay, that's about it for the NFL. I beg your pardon for the NBA. So yeah, so pretty much that. The Phoenix Suns players are asking for the, or not only the players, even the second majority owner, Jam Nashif, is asking for Robert Server to step down as owner, following the racism he showed by calling people the N-word. So we'll see what the hell happens with that. Something to look at. Major League Baseball news. Let's see here. Let's see here. The Mets and Phillies better hope that if they make a World Series run, they do not have to play the Blue Jays, unless the vaccine status changes in Canada. They would be missing a bunch of players who are currently not vaccinated. So damn, now I don't see this happening. I don't see the Blue Jays making the World Series. But that's something to look forward to, that if the Blue Jays were to make the World Series and they would play a team like the Mets don't have a lot of vaccine players. So I don't think it's going to happen, though, but we'll see. That's something to look forward to. There's some rumors that the Yankees, if they have a disappointing end to their season, that they could fire general manager Brian Cashman and could hire Derek Jeter. That is crazy, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, but that's something that's been talked about with Derek Jeter as a general manager for the Yankees. Jesus Christ. And on the other side of New York, Sandy Alderson is stepping down as president once a successor is found. When asked Sandy to come back, it was for a defined period of time and with a specific mandate: revive our culture and this iconic franchise for our fans, partners, and employees. Anderson will become a special advisor to the Mets owner Steve Cohen. All right, once his successor is hired. So Sandy Alderson ready to step down as Mets president. All right. And how about the Rays making history tonight, as I believe it was an all-Latino lineup tonight in honor of Roberto Clemente. Today's Roberto Clemente, and today's actually also Mexican Independence Day. So yeah, the freaking I believe the freaking Rays, man, went with an all-Latino lineup, man. All of their 9 batters today were Latino, man, in honor of Roberto Clemente Day. And also, it's also Hispanic Heritage Month. So yeah, man, great touch there by the Rays, man. Great touch there by the Rays. Let's see here. Let's look at the scoreboard here tonight on a Thursday for Major League Baseball. All right, ladies and gentlemen. White Sox beat the Cardinals 8-2. Rays beat the Blue Jays 11-0 with that Latino lineup. Jesus Christ. Marlins beat the Phillies 5-3. Astros beat the Athletics 5-2. Mets beat the Pirates 7-1. Twins beat the Royals 3-2. Reds beat the Cardinals 3-2. Diamondbacks beat the Padres 4-0. Fucking Padres. At least the White Sox got a win over the Guardians. White Sox trying to hang on, right, for that freaking division, but I don't think it's going to happen. Let's look at the divisions, as a matter of fact. Yankees up by 6 games. Guardians up by 3 games. Astros up by 13 games. Mets up by 1 game. Cardinals up by 7 games. Dodgers up by 21 games. All right, so most of these, outside of maybe the Guardians and White Sox and the Braves and the Mets, a lot of this shit is set in. Wild card, same thing. Like I said, I've been saying it for a while now. You know, I think it's going to be Blue Jays, Mariners, Rays. That's pretty much your top 3 in the wild card in the American League. National League, Braves, Phillies. Like I said, I think the Padres got to hang on, right? If they choke, maybe the Brewers can take advantage. We'll see what happens there, but we'll see what happens there. The Phillies can also kind of, I don't think so. I think the Phillies are in too. The Braves are in for sure. I think the Phillies are in. I think it's just a question of the Padres and Brewers. The Padres are leading right now, but the Padres might fucking choke it. We'll see what the hell happens, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk some wrestling here tonight on a Thursday. Let's see here. So, like I said, I think I said this yesterday. I'll report again today. It looks like some of these guys that were suspended after the all-out fight, Brendan Cutler and Brendan Cutler's back, and so is Pat Buck. Pat Buck, who was like I think he's like a producer. So and among others we're back in AEW this last night for AEW Dynamite. And the others that are still suspended are the main guys, CM Punk, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks. Like I said, they hired a third party to do an investigation. It's going to interview a bunch of people, including MJF. So we'll see. But for now, everybody else is back. Pat Buck, Brendan Cutler, a bunch of people are back. Now it's just the main guys, the ones that were the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, CM Punk, the ones that were in the fight. Everybody else is back. Let's see here. Apparently, there was a freaking. They did. They filmed NXT for next week, and one of the guys from the UK who fought Walter or Gunther nowadays is back now, and he's gonna challenge Braun Baker. So it's kind of a spoil. It's spoiled out there. You'll see it, but I forgot what his fucking name is. But anyways, I guess he came back yesterday. He was from NXT UK, and he's gonna challenge Braun Breaker for the NXT World Championship. And now let's do frickin' AEW recap. Which, like always, I freaking gotta get the... What's the date? Today's the... Alright, so yes. Like always, I gotta get the frickin' Alright, here we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, AEW Dynamite. Starts off with freaking right away, man. We got Jon Moxley versus Sammy Guevara. It's the final four, right? The final four next week. We're gonna get the match to crown the new AEW champion. Great match, but obviously Jon Moxley won it. But good job by Sammy Guevara getting all the way down to the final four. But obviously there at the end, man, freaking Jon Moxley wins it, and we'll see what the hell happens, man. Next week. But they tried to, they made it look like he was gonna win. They had Ty Conti and come out and hit him in the balls, hit Jon Moxley in the balls. They tried to make it look like Sammy Guevara could possibly win, but there at the end, Jon Moxley obviously won. And then we get a freaking MJF promo, and he was they kind of made it accidentally spoiled that it's gonna be freaking MJF versus Jon Moxley eventually for the AEW World Champion, because it's like, Jon Moxley, the difference between you and me is that I'm not playing a character. I know you are. And, pretty much started talking about Jon Moxley growing up, like, in a really bad childhood. And that he has to play this badass character to look tough. And that he said, you talked about having to go into rehab because he had alcohol addiction. He's like, I'm going to be a worst... the worst thing to ever happen to you, even worse than your alcohol addiction. So he got really personal with him. So we saw what happened last week too, right? The promo Jon Moxley shot on him, and so it looks like they're kind of, it looks like it's going to be Jon Moxley winning the AEW World Champion again, and he's going to wrestle an MJF for it. All right, and then they bring out they bring in Stokely and all these guys. The They bring in Stokely and all these guys that that helped MJF win and they call them what the hell do they call them? They give them a group name. I don't even remember what the fuck it was, but it's the Ass Boys, Ethan Page, Lee Majority, and Morrissey. Everybody's pretty much talking about how Lee Morty, he wants a pure championship. The Osprey won the tag team champions. Ethan Page wants the frickin' the All Atlantic championship. And frickin' Morrissey's like a pendejo. He's like, no title for Morrissey, pendejo face. How about you say Morrissey over the fucking TNT championship? Wouldn't that be a fucking match? Frickin' Wardlow versus Morrissey, pendejo face, man. They're kind of jobbers. I feel like. I don't know. I mean. Like freaking the pure championship, Daniel Garcia? No disrespect, but come on, man. And then you got the Ass Boys. They're not gonna win the tag team champions. And then you eat them Page after the fucking Atlantic championship. Jesus Christ, man, that championship is, oh my god. They kind of made them look like jobbers, like the pure championship, the fucking Atlantic championship. I'm sorry, man. I'm surprised the fucking Ass Boys, they didn't say they want to fucking go after the fucking AAA champion instead of the AEW World Champions or some shit like that. So they pretty much, they confirm it. We're associated with MJF. That Stokely and MJF have known each other for like 5 years and shit like that. So, like I said, they're associated, man. The Firm is what they're called. The damn Firm. Alright, whatever. The Firm. Alright, and then we get a freaking Jungle Boy versus Jay Lethal. I always feel like Jay Lethal's matches are kind of boring. I feel like he's too old. He wrestles slow. But Jungle Boy fucking wins the match. For a minute, I thought Jungle Boy was going to win. I'm like, if Jungle Boy loses this match, he's done. He's buried. But no, Jungle Boy fucking won it. Where the fuck is... I know Christian broke his shoulder, and he's out for... And where the fuck is Luchasaurus? Like, what the fuck's going on here? All of a sudden, Jungle Boy's like just floating around like with nothing. I don't know. Like, Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Then they had a fucking, like a pizza wrestler. He comes out with a pizza. Luigi Primo. And he just fucking got kicked in the face by Ethan Page. It was kind of hilarious. I think it was... Usually AEW does not do comedy, but that seemed like it was comedy. Like, what the fuck, man? And then we get freaking Power Hobbs versus fucking Matt Darmiro. Fucking jobber match. He beat him like in fucking 1 minute. Pendejo face, man. And then Hobbs grabs the microphone. And then people start chanting for Ricky. Then Ricky comes out. Whatever. I'm not into that feud. To me, Ricky's a fucking jobber, man. But whatever. Ricky Starks. And then we get the fucking a tag team match. The Lucha Brothers, Penta and Rey Fenix versus Swerve and Keith Lee. This was a good match, man. Freaking at one point Penta did a fucking a Canadian Destroy to fucking Keith Lee. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I couldn't believe it, man. Jesus Christ, man. Like Penta's like what? Like fucking 130. Fucking Keith was like fucking 500 pounds. And he fucking did a Canadian Destroyer. Jesus Christ, man. I couldn't believe that shit, man. But then they're at the end. It was actually for the tag team champions, actually, by the way. But they're not gonna fucking win it because fucking Rey Fenix and Penta are the fucking show champions. They're not gonna put the tag team champions. So it was kind of stupid, right? Because it's like, it would have been better if it would have been a non-title match. But the moment they say it was for the tag team champions, I'm like, they're not gonna fucking win it. They just won the Trio Championships last week. But at the end, there's Swerve and Keith Lee win, and then the Acclaim come out again. No rapping by Max Kastler. He hasn't been able to rap ever since what happened at the fight at All Out. But they pretty much said that they're gonna fucking wrestle them next week at the Rash. And I think they're gonna beat them, man. I think they're gonna fucking beat them. I think this was like the WWE with the Women Tag Team Champions, how everybody wanted Damage Control, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai to win, and they didn't, and then they finally won this week. And I think they here, man, everybody wanted the Acclaim to win it all out, and I think they're gonna win next week at Arthur Ashe. So I think the Acclaim are gonna win the championships, man. But we'll see what happens, man. And then freaking the Bastard Pack is backstage consulting the Lucha Bros after they lost. And then freaking out of nowhere, freaking Orange Cassidy comes out and he attacks Pac and pretty much says, "I want a shot at the fucking Atlantic Championship." You know, they're trying to fucking make the Atlantic Championship. Like you have Ethan Page wanting a shot at it. Now you want Orange Cassidy. So look, they're trying to. I think they realize that a lot of people didn't even know that fucking title existed. So now they're doing a better job with multiple guys targeting it. All right, and then we get a women's match. We get Serena Deeb and Britt Baker tag teaming versus Toni Storm and Athena. Good match, but they're at the fucking end, man. They cheated. Baker hits Toni Storm with the chair, and they fucking win it. Britt Baker and Serena Deeb win it, and it's like, Jesus Christ, you just freaking have I think that was Toni Storm's first match as AEW Women's Champion, and you had her fucking lose. Yeah, I know you kind of protect her by having her get hit by the chair, but still, man, how about you have fucking Athena get pinned? Oh my lord. Already making the champion look weak, man. Come on, I get it, they hit her with the chair, but still, man. I get it, man, but still, Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ, man. And then freaking Jamie Hayter comes out after the match because Britt Baker and Serena Deeb want to do more damage. And, you know, Jamie Hayter's still mad at Britt Baker for causing her to away. Still, I guess she's still angry at Jamie Hayter, still angry at Britt Baker. Britt Baker's like, I'm sorry. I don't know where the fuck they're going with that one. The injury, putting him in the figure four. It was a hell of a match. And I think the thing about this match, too, was that it was one of the few matches that I see, like, AEW do, like, that's a big match, and they don't even do blood. It was just wrestling, man. Wrestling by two future Hall of Famers. And I think they just started doing this. They're starting to count the championships they won at other companies. So Bryan Danielson, they referred to him as a 6-time world champion. He was the 1-time Ring of Honor champion, then he was 5-time world champion in WWE. Same thing with Chris Jericho. He was a 6-time world champion in WWE. So they don't say former WWE champion, or former Ring of Honor champion. Well, they could say Ring of Honor because they own the company now. But they do at least give him, hey, this guy won at the other promotion, at the other place. He won 6 world champions. So I like they're doing that. But great match, man. At the end there, freaking Bryan Danielson makes Chris Jericho tap out. And so it's going to be Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. So remember that they're even though we forget about it. They're on the same team, right? The Blackpool Indian Combat Club. So they do a stare down at that there at the end. And like I said, the way MJF is talking, it looks like it's going to be Jon Moxley, and then he's going to win the title next week, and then it's going to be MJF versus Jon Moxley. But you never know, man. You never know. The thing is with Jon Moxley is that he was going to get about a month off. They're saying he was going to get a few weeks off, like up to like possibly like 2 months, a month or 2 months off after All Out. And he couldn't, right? Because he's covering for the suspensions with the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and CM Punk. So you wonder if Tony Khan's gonna award him by giving him the. That's what I'm thinking, right? But then again, are you gonna have him lose it right because MJF too? You don't know, like behind the scenes, if part of the reason he decided to come back was because he's gonna win the AEW championship here pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised if MJF wins it pretty soon, and then he goes on a long run, and because Tony Khan's gonna want to keep him happy, until 2024 maybe. I would not be surprised. I don't know, man. I don't know, but at the same time, it's kind of bullshit. You just give it to Jon Moxley, and then he beat CM Punk. Remember when CM Punk supposedly hurt himself, and then 10 days later he lost it to CM Punk again. You're gonna give him another short title reign? I'd rather just not give it to him at all, man. Just give it to Bryan Danielson. Then, if eventually they're just gonna be like a stepping stone where you won your world champion in the long run to be MJF. I think it's fucking bullshit to do this twice to fucking Jon Moxley, have him have a short reign. That's the thing with Jon Moxley, man. His fucking first reign was during the pandemic, no fucking fans. Second reign only lasted fucking 10 days. And because, he was the interim champion for like 3 months. Yeah, but interim champion. But when he was legit the champion, it was only for 10 days. It was when he fought CM Punk, and he beat CM Punk like in 3 minutes because CM Punk's hurt his foot again. And then 10 minutes later, CM Punk won. So as a true champion, taking the interim championship tag away, he's only been champion during the pandemic, no fans, only 10 days. And if he wins it again, is he looking at another short title reign with eventually MJF beating him? Shit, man, just fucking give it to fucking Bryan Danielson if that's the case, man. Jesus Christ. But we'll see what the hell happens. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm out like a light. I thank you for watching.